Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The first sound was the shattering of porcelain against the kitchen tiles. My hand had gone numb the moment I heard the woman's voice on the phone, so the mug simply slipped, crashing at my bare feet while hot tea splashed across my ankles. I stared at the shards, heart thudding like something trapped and desperate. Her voice trembled through the speaker again, soft and shaking. "I am pregnant," she said, "and he told me he would leave his wife for me. I am calling because I did not know he was dead. For a breath, for a heartbeat, for a lifetime pressed into a single second, I could not speak." "My husband," I whispered. "Yes," she answered. "Aram." The name twisted inside me like a blade. I had buried him 12 days ago. I had collapsed on his coffin. I had kissed his cold forehead and told myself my life had shattered. But now, standing in the dim kitchen, the ceiling light flickering above me, I realized I was not grieving the man I thought I was. I was grieving an idea, a mirage. I forced myself to breathe. "Who are you?" "My name is Sanaa." Her voice cracked, and something about her sadness made my own grief contort into something darker. Betrayal, confusion, rage, a sudden shameful hope that maybe she was lying, or wrong, or delusional. But then she said something that made the room tilt and the air thin. "I am due in 6 months." A pause. "How far along are you?" My throat closed. 3. "Oh," she whispered, and it was not judgment I heard but devastation. "So he lied to us both." I pressed the heel of my free hand against my forehead, as if I could hold myself together physically while my entire world came apart. I wanted to scream. I wanted to hang up. I wanted the truth, and I wanted ignorance, and I wanted time to rewind before his accident so I could see what I had been too blind or too trusting to notice. "Why call me?" I managed. "Because he was the father of my child," she whispered. "But he was your husband. You deserve the truth." The call ended quietly, leaving a ringing silence that pressed against my skull. I sank to the floor, knees touching the cold tiles, hands shaking violently. The house still smelled like the incense trays from his funeral. His clothes hung in the bedroom. His toothbrush was still in the holder. His slippers still sat at the edge of the bed. Every reminder felt like a bruise. And now there was her, a woman carrying the other half of his double life. I spent the night awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying every memory. The late evenings he blamed on traffic. The weekend meetings he claimed were urgent. The sudden secrecy around his phone. Tiny things. Things I had dismissed because love had taught me to trust, not question. Now they surfaced like ghosts. By morning, I was shaking but determined. I needed answers. Raw, painful, final answers. When Sanaa opened the door, I felt the breath leave my lungs. She was younger, softer, with swollen eyes and a trembling hand that rested protectively on her small baby bump. I had expected to hate her. Instead, I felt something far more confusing. A mirrored grief. 2 women who had loved the same man and lost him in the same breath. "Come in," she whispered. Her apartment smelled of rose talcum and unopened paint cans. A crib leaned half-built against the wall. The reality of it hit me with a force I was not prepared for. "Why him?" I asked, the question breaking out before I could stop it. She closed her eyes. "He made me feel seen, wanted, special. I did not know he was married until I was already attached." "He lied to you," I said. She nodded. "And to you." I gripped the edge of her sofa, my nails digging into the fabric. "Did he plan to leave me?" She hesitated. "He said he did not want to hurt you, that he needed to find the right moment, that you were fragile." That shattered something inside me. He had painted me as delicate to excuse his cowardice. He had used my softness to build excuses. "Do you hate me?" she whispered. I shook my head. "No, I think I hate him. And I hate that he is not here to answer for any of this." We sat in silence, 2 women bound together by a man who had given us both life and ruined it at the same time. Something in the quiet shifted. A strange, fragile understanding. A recognition that neither of us had been the villain. The villain was in the ground, He wanted to name her Myra, she said softly. My breath froze. He told me, if we ever had a daughter, he wanted the same name. We stared at each other, the truth hitting us both with brutal clarity. He had planned 2 futures, 2 families, 2 lives, the same dreams duplicated like a lie copied and pasted. Sanaa touched her stomach. What do we do now? I looked at her, at the crib, at the life growing inside her, at the life growing inside me. We raised them knowing the truth, I said. Our truth, not his. Her eyes filled. She nodded, and for the first time since his death, I felt the weight on my chest ease. Not healing, not forgiveness, something else, something like freedom,